Good morning, Ashley. How are you doing?
Good morning, Ashley.
Morning, Ashley.
Good morning. Ann is not coming.
Okay.
She wrote this morning. Tough morning.
Tough morning today for you.
I didn't hear from anyone else.
I thought I saw Tyler sitting in the
Okay,
car
good.
outside,
Tyler.
but maybe
I
it
didn't
was
hear from
somebody
George,
else.
I didn't hear from Mason, so
Okay.
it is what it is.
I'm getting over head cold, so.
I
sound-
hear it.
I was gonna say, you look not your normal self.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. There's something going around, it's pretty big.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even my own little circle, I know people have COVID.
Oh, wow.
Now, my circle's a little older than maybe your circle, but
Circles are circles here.
it's definitely going around again.
Yeah.
Thursday, December 9th.
So what's been happening here? I've been in Atlanta for a week.
What's been happening here? We were in Texas for over 2 weeks.
Oh, were you?
There you go.
You went?
Yeah, we went down there, so I don't know what's going on around here.
I've
I-
been here, so I can say, just the usual, the lighting got done on the gate.
Yeah, we were back Friday.
Oh, you
So
were back
we did the lighting and we did, I had never seen the Black Mountain Christmas Parade.
Oh, yeah. I came through there, I was so upset because I had to get home. You could not cross State Street,
Yeah.
so I had to go all the way down to 59.
Oh, wow.
Come back, and then you.
Come back through the neighborhoods and stuff.
Oh, and even then, if I didn't know the neighborhood well enough, it would have been a problem.
Yeah.
It was really, they didn't handle it great.
Yeah, they made some announcements about road closures, but the parade was.
Was it nice?
It
Big
was-
crowd.
It was a huge crowd.
Huge crowd.
And there was more construction equipment in the parade than I might have expected,
Okay,
but,
right,
you know,
Right.
it was fine. It was interesting. I was getting cold by the end of it. So,
It was a beautiful day for a parade.
it
right?
was nice. It was nice one especially. But yeah, it was fun and lots of kids and stuff.
I'm doing okay. So I'm getting over head cold, so I sound a little funny.
No, it was nice. It's nice they do it.
Myself, so.
And my ears are still popping, and
Yeah.
It's nice they do it. All right, well, we're a little early. What time is it on the Apple Watch? 8:58. Well, we'll do what we can. Luke, we really appreciate you coming. We can do you first, so you don't have to stick around.
Okay, whatever
Yeah,
works
yeah, I
best for you
think
guys.
that would be the proper thing to do. We start around 9, a few minutes after.
Okay, gotcha.
We have really 2 more people we're waiting. One's our commissioner and one's another board member.
I will follow y'all's lead. Busy time of travel for folks, I guess, right?
Well, that too, yeah. And the one woman is sick. Oh, no, her husband's not feeling well this morning. George, I'm not sure. And Commissioner Blake, I don't know if he's in town or not. Do you know Lorinda? Does that name ring a bell? She's with the,
LaRonda.
LaRonda.
Yes.
LaRonda.
They know each other.
Oh, yes, yeah. I know Ron very well.
Yeah. She's a nice person.
Oh, yeah, she's great. Yeah, we talking.
I met her through the Treasure Tree program, the Swanno Valley Tree Alliance.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I got us involved and became, through Elizabeth's effort, became a big deal here. We
Okay.
have 14 or 15 treasure trees here.
Yeah, there's, I saw the black gum right down the
The
way.
black, yeah, there's a black gum in the field, yeah.
Yeah, black gum in the field. Y'all got quite a few treasure trees in Monterey.
We have
13.
13 now, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we
And-
lost one because someone didn't want her on the property. They thought it was a right-of-way, and he said, no, it isn't. We took it down.
Oh, really?
First street on the first house on the right, the sycamore.
First house on the right, it's one of the many, there's too many sycamores.
Okay, all right, there you go.
Too many not a single
We
sycamore.
don't have to treasure all of the sycamores.
We don't have to treasure, they
Oh,
they
there's
are large
Mason,
trees.
okay. Good
They're
morning.
large, they're charismatic.
There are others, so, there's some interest in trying to add some more.
What
So
you
maybe at the January meeting, we can talk about.
Oh, sure.
Like a timeline and advertise it for taking
Yeah.
nominations.
We're ahead, we got some good programs.
I'm getting over head cold, so I sound funny. So
To make
bear
it-
with me.
To make it,
Did you get a?
Not yet, I'll get it.
Okay. All right, let's see here. It is
Ashley.
Yes, ma'am.
In
Copy of it.
2,
2 more minutes, be 9:02. And George will be the only one we're waiting for.
You thought you were going to get out.
I don't think we're gonna be very long today. So,
Thank you for hosting an open house later. That's y'all, right?
The what?
The open Christmas thing later
Oh, that's next week.
next week. Yeah, appreciate it. We'll try to
My
stop.
mom.
We'll try to stop by. Is it her thing?
Yeah.
I'll go there.
Let's stay out of it.
how are you?
Cold,
You look a little cold today. You do look a little cold.
I'm kidding, ice off the cars. We had ice and snow
Oh,
on
up
our
there, yeah,
place.
it's true, there was ice. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Tanner. This is Luke. I'm sorry, I have no voice.
Luke, very nice to meet you.
And he's here representing MRA, which is the conference organization.
I see, okay, gotcha.
And Luke is with us one in a while, so he's the person that's coming to talk to us. Do you know everybody else in here? Yeah. Okay, just checking. You make a lot of assumptions in this town, and all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, you don't know each other?
All right, I think we're gonna start. I'm only waiting for George, and he may not come, so I didn't hear back from him anyway. Okay, all right, so let me welcome, good morning, I'm Ed Kramer, I'm the chair of the tree board, and this is the monthly meeting of the Town of Montreat's tree board. Today is Tuesday, December the 9th, 2025. Welcome, everybody. So let's just have a moment of silence, please. Okay, thank you. All right, so you should have picked up a copy of the minutes. I think they were also posted on the town website. So can I have a motion to approve the minutes from November the 10th?
So moved.
Okay, thank you, Elizabeth. Second by Tyler. Okay, great. Okay, all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, minutes approved. All right, a little bit of old business. Ann and I were going to make a presentation today about the Tree City application, which is due the end of December. So she's not here, and she had a lot of the information. But she and I are meeting tomorrow to complete the application. I'll try to get it out to you, obviously, because our next meeting is not till January, and it is due at the end of this year. So I'll get it out to you, the highlights of it anyway, okay?
Were you all able to collect all the volunteer hours?
Yeah, she's got a lot of that, and we may be getting back in touch with everybody if we need some additional information. It's really just a matter of checking off blocks and filling in blocks, nothing too detailed. Just takes a little bit of time to complete it, which we will get done. Okay. 2025 Arbor Day proclamation. I think we're going to need that from the town. And Commissioner Blank, is that something that we have to come to you for or to the town?
You just go to the town manager and she will schedule it for the mayor to,
They read that at the last
They
town
did.
meeting.
yeah,
That-
you're right.
They already did it at the last town meeting.
So see, I'll see.
It's been
To
completed.
the end, okay. I should- okay, yeah.
Check that box.
Okay, thank you. All right. Ann was going to report on, at the last meeting, she talked about the 250th anniversary of America, and they're doing this tree, and North Carolina is doing a big tree program, and every town in North Carolina is going to be nominating a tree to be included in this statewide program, and she was going to be talking about us, in the town of Montreat, nominating one of our trees. So.
Is it every county or every town?
Oh, is it county? Is that what it was? Maybe you're probably right, county
I
makes
don't-
more sense.
I
All right, I
don't
can-
know. We'll double check.
Wasn't clear.
All right, so maybe, Elizabeth, since you know the trees as well as anybody through the Treasure Tree, think about a tree.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
And submit that over to Ann.
Got it.
Okay, great,
On it.
thank you. All right, so we'll hand that off to you. Ashley, anything on the hemlocks?
No update this month.
Not today? Not
No
this month?
update.
Okay, thank you. All right, Elizabeth, anything on the Treasure Tree program?
No, maybe in January, let's talk about a timeline to do nominations. So put it on the January,
Okay, January nominations, okay.
come up with a cycle.
Okay. And the Chestnut Project, I've been in touch with them since they made their presentation. They're pretty busy right now this time of year with all kinds of fundraising they're doing, and it's just the time of year. So we're going to get back in touch with them in January. I just have to confirm with them and with our zoning person, is that what it's called? The woman that takes care of the plot, about the exact size of that plot. I think because it really doesn't show up on the Town Plus, that site. The right-of-way shows up, but then it doesn't show the right-of-way to what? So I'm going to go out there and just walk it and give her an estimation. If you remember when she came here and she walked it, she thought it was a little bit below what they really required, but she said maybe exceptions could be made.
When I think the fenced area is not the entirety of the
I think
space.
you're right about that.
So I think we've got some.
I think Ashley's correct, but we really need to get out there and get somebody to stay.
Yeah, so the, what's her name, the zoning lady? The one that took Kayla's position? I forget her name. Anyway, she, I know she's interim, so I haven't really bothered her, but I'm going to have to. But I did see when Kayla looked up the site to see if it was available, there really was no defined space of that particular spot that's been fenced in. So, other than there is a white right-of-way back into that area. So I'll follow up on that. But we're in a good place with them right now. And they really don't get started anyway until the beginning of spring.
Probably the only answer is to get, well, not the only answer, the best answer is the next time Barry's got a surveyor out here to go out there and stake it, because she's not going to be able to really give us any firm idea.
Okay.
He can get somebody maybe quickly. I don't know, maybe he can.
Okay.
It's worth asking.
For sure. Okay. Fine. All right, so that's all I have under old business, other than a comment, is we have a lot of nice programs going out between the chestnut, treasure tree, the hemlock. You know, those are really three nice month-to-month steady projects. And it's great. So thank you all for what you guys are doing. Did I forget anything on the old business? Does anybody can remember? Okay. New business. All right. I want to speak to see with the board. I want to do a little bit of an idea as a winter information table. Something we can talk about. You know, there's a lot goes on here other than during the spring and the summer. We have a lot of winter things that go on here with the trees. And, you know, I think it'd be nice if we could do some information, which we have really not done in the town, and we can use the post office. I know that. They will let us set up there. Okay, information table on wintertime, wintertime in Montreat. You know, but for a day or two. So I'll speak to Ann because she's got a lot of information. And I think it's something that the town would appreciate just for a day or two. They come by because people love information. So just let them know that we're here. Keep reaching out to them. Okay. All right. So we have a guest today, and I'm going to let Ashley do the introduction.
Certainly. So I apologize for my voice in advance. I will probably crack. So I met Luke at the Lingering Hemlock event that was held here in Montreat, and he represents the Swannanoa Wild chapter of the North Carolina Wildlife Federation. Got that right? All right. I attended one of their board meetings to inquire about, just learn more about what they were doing. And there was some information that came forward about potentially an opportunity for trees to be planted in the Montreat area. And so I said, it makes the most sense for you to come out to the meeting and introduce yourself and introduce your programming and how that might involve Montreat. So we've invited him, and Luke, thank you for being here, and the floor is yours if you'd like to jump to the microphone even.
Sure. Well, the first time I met Ashley, I think we tried to get you on the local chapters board right away.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, I think we picked up on that pretty quickly.
I am happy to be the liaison for Montreat.
Yes,
How's
that's
that?
fine. Yeah, totally understand. We gotta shoot our shot there. So as Ashley said, I work on staff for the North Carolina Wildlife Federation, which is a statewide 501c3 nonprofit, and I'm based in Asheville, and I serve as the liaison for our chapters, volunteer-led local chapters in Western North Carolina. And we have one very active chapter that just started less than a year ago, but they've been doing great work already. Their name is Swannanoa Valley Wild. As you said, with LaRonda, she serves as the vice president for that local chapter. So there's a lot of overlap with what you guys are doing and what the chapter at Swannanoa is doing as well. But that local chapter, and they're not totally separate, so they still rely on the Federation for some funding, for some policy guidance, but they do technically operate independently in a lot of ways. They have their own board, they do make their own decisions. But what the local chapter has been doing so far and what they're planning to do in the future is, I guess, kind of categorize it into 3 buckets. They do educational programming, typically, about all sorts of topics related to wildlife and habitat. They conduct habitat restoration projects, whether that be invasive plant removal, tree planting, live staking along a creek, litter cleanups in the river, and they also serve as the voice for wildlife in their local community. So they engage in some outreach, some advocacy effort to speak for wildlife and habitat. And I guess what I'm here today to speak on is I've got clearance, I've got the okay from NCWF statewide to spend $10,000 here in Swannanoa Valley on trees in particular. And I had a conversation with Bill Seaman a couple weeks ago. I imagine you guys know him pretty well. But we talked a lot, well, really all about Flat Creek and his interest there, and just the importance of that area, the biological diversity of Flat Creek, the student involvement at Flat Creek, and it definitely piqued my interest. And I would like to find sites, find projects along Flat Creek with Bill's help, with this $10,000, and move forward on planting along Flat Creek. And just, there's really not many, if any at all, there's not many qualifications to spend that money, aside from it needs to be a public area, it needs to be, in an area that is going to serve wildlife and habitat, and Flat Creek definitely checks that box. So yeah, it needs to be public, and then we need to be able to engage the local chapter as well. So a project that's accessible for volunteers is going to be really important for us. Those low barrier of entry projects, we don't want to, go into something where we've got to do some, heavy engineering and bring in some machinery and things like that. We like to, think of projects again that we can have that volunteer engagement. So I know that's kind of a broad bird's eye view, but really what I'm searching for is just a place to spend this money. I'm searching for sites, and I'm searching for, I guess, guidance from you guys in terms of what we need to do to best spend that money, or if there are opportunities in Montreat to put trees in the ground, put plants in the ground.
Well, we accept your offer.
That's what I told him. I said, I can answer now, yes.
One of our town commissioners is here today, and maybe you have some specific questions about how we can involve ourselves with that.
Well, I do think Flat Creek is perfect, and we lost a ton of trees along that creek, a ton of very, very old trees. And nature will replace them in time, but if we can help Mother Nature along with your help and funding from the state, that would be terrific. I don't know which trees need to be planted where. We sort of need to figure that out, or to get the experts, and maybe you've got them in your organization, but the town would love to, I'm sure, pursue replanting trees along Flat Creek.
Would you anticipate that would just be, multiple sites, or is there, one?
So what about the Flat Creek project here that we've been working on, the one for the accessible area? Because I know that they lost a lot of trees in that area as well.
Well, there's trees that lost all up and down, so there's plenty of different sites.
Right.
Okay, so $10,000 sounds like a lot of money, but
It goes quick.
when it comes, I assume it goes pretty quick, and
Yes.
depending on how big of trees we're planting. Like, how many trees are we talking about? Because when you ask one plot or many, it's like,
Right.
is this one huge specimen tree for $10,000, or is this 1,000 trees at $10 each?
It absolutely, it depends on the site. I think there's flexibility there. There's, scavenged area along Flat Creek that we could put live stakes in the ground, and it could be, thousands of shrubs, trees.
As Ashley pointed out, we have a priority area that we've got a whole volunteer group that's in place already, including Elizabeth's husband, to that is working on an accessibility trail,
Okay,
And it's right here by the gate.
right here by the gate.
Very accessible.
I see.
Public parking lot right there.
Mhm.
And I think that they've got plans, and a lot of trees were wiped out in that particular area. But again, there are lots of areas up and down that were several miles.
And that site in particular, is that so you guys already have a volunteer cohort that's kind of taken to that?
Yeah.
or-
So
Okay.
there's,
Whole
they've been
organization.
Whole
fundraising,
organization.
but we lost, there was a lot of bank area that was lost, that was planned into the engineering study, and so they're having to kind of reorganize what they're doing.
I see.
But we lost a lot of vegetation and trees in that space. So
So-
that could be a great place to integrate you all.
Okay.
Tanner, do you have anything in particular on MRA property that is needy?
Could you identify yourself, because I don't think I know you, sorry.
Sure. Tanner Pickett, I'm with the MRA, Vice President of Communications, also responsible for the load of this area.
Thank you.
Not off the top of my head, but it would be something to think about. I mean, you're right, all along that creek, it's devastated all along there, so it feels like you could go if you wanted to and drop some trees,
Yeah.
and they'd be well put. But I'm sure there are experts that can tell you a lot more about that in terms of.
Yeah, and I would need to, we have wildlife biologists on staff that I would want to talk to. And I really, again, enjoyed the conversation with Bill Seaman. It seemed like he had some great connections as well, in terms of finding, the best place. 'Cause, I mean, we don't want to just, randomly drop trees. I think, at least in my mind, what I've seen to be successful in the past is really honing in on a certain area, and then maybe in 2027, we continue down the creek or something like that.
So, are you familiar with Montreat and the entities that are here in whatever, the cove, the valley, whatever you want to call it? Because there's the town, which owns certain property, there's MRA, which owns certain property, and some of that property gets overlap between the two, kind of, sort of. And then there's the college that owns property, and then, of course, private landowners, because there's a couple of places where people actually own across, at least one where somebody owns across the creek, I think. They're near the ball field, I think that lot is private.
Okay.
So, but there's a lot of places where everybody works together for access. So if you want long-term involvement, then either the tree board in the town, or maybe the college students, or even MRA are good for if you want long-term, kind of guaranteed, and I don't know which, but anyway,
Yes.
we all do work together. It may
Right.
not seem like that all times, but we try to.
Can we go back to her original question about quantity and size?
Mm-hmm.
When you all have done this in the past, have you utilized one-year-old trees? Like, help me, because
Yeah, and again, it depends on the site, but, we'll plant anywhere from, again, small seedlings all the way up to 15-gallon trees.
okay.
So if the site requires, or if there's gonna be higher survivability, if we plant 15-gallon, then we're gonna plant 15-gallon. If we only need to plant 5, then that's
Who makes that determination? Your biologists?
our biologists do, yes, yes, that's right, yeah.
You should know, we have 2 certified arborists on our staff.
Yes, and and we can do that work in-house, but of course, we're gonna want to lean on the folks that are here in this area.
What do you, rather than picking a site, what do you want from the town of Montreat? Because we really represent the town of Montreat.
Mhm.
The MRA speaks for themselves, the college speaks for themselves. But what do you want from us as a town? What do you want us to do for you guys?
I think what I need from you guys is just and it sounds like it's all up and down the creek, but a location that's got the need, a location that's got that accessibility, and maybe, Elizabeth, you described a couple entities. If there's one in particular that I should reach out to and kind of double down on, then, that guidance as well. But we've got the funding, we've got the volunteers, we've got some expertise to implement the project. I need the site.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you have the volunteers?
We do, yes.
Okay.
Unless, if you guys got volunteers too, then we can always work together,
Right,
yeah.
so you really need from us, at this point, just a site.
A site, that's correct.
So
Yeah.
what I can do is connect him with the project leads on
Yeah.
this project
Flat
over
Creek
here,
Crossing.
and then we can maybe do I don't know, we're gonna have to do an informational with you, so you have an understanding of what that project looks like.
Right.
And then Tanner, if you guys come up with some spaces that, I don't know, you know, if we lost something specific that you're like, wow, the park really lost X, Y, and Z, or I don't know. we can-
Yeah, I'll think about that. I also think the college, this feels like a stop project that a biology department would really be interested in participating in the college, so I'm just pulling Josh.
So let me ask the commissioner, when you talk about you keep talking about the Flat Creek, does the town own any part of Flat Creek?
I think it's in the green space agreement where there's sort of co-ownership.
Okay.
Yeah, we own it, but we kind of own it. and
Depends on where you are, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to if he's.
I think it's a movie with this. It's complicated, okay?
It is
But yes, we own it, and and it really does have I'm really glad Ashley mentioned it, because it's got the special, it's a particularly devastated area like the Whole Creek, but it's just got payoffs, not just for wildlife, and wildlife frequents that area, but it's got payoffs for the folks that have accessibility problems, in that we're planning a really unique, this group that's working out there is planning a very, very unique area that can be accessed by folks with disabilities that otherwise can't get to a stream and get close to it throughout Western North Carolina. It's really planned as sort of a regional opportunity for people with accessibility problems. So.
And I'm glad, Tammy, you mentioned the college too. That's another part in talking to Bill as well. I see this as an opportunity to, highlight Flat Creek as well, and highlight the wildlife that depends on Flat Creek, and the Wildlife Federation bringing that to light. I know you guys have already done a lot of work, and I think folks already know how important Flat Creek is, but to really get in and highlight some of the species, some of these especially threatened or of concerned species that rely on Flat Creek, and using this project as a way to leverage that. Yeah.
All right.
Do you have some type of a start date that, you have the money already appropriated?
That's correct, yeah.
So you want to get started on this pretty quickly?
It could, the planning could happen throughout 2026, and we could start putting trees in the ground in late 2026.
So the money's in place?
Yes, yeah, it's not going anywhere. Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Thank you for that offer.
All right, well, I will work with you to connect with the other group.
Okay.
And then we can figure out, Tanner, if you have anything that comes to mind, then come back to me.
I'll give some thought.
Okay.
So I'll kind of wait on y'all's lead, I guess.
Yeah, you and I
set some
talk.
conversations. Okay, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
Ashley will be your contact person.
I will continue to liaison.
Good.
Liaise.
President liaison.
Right.
Okay,
Other
so,
than this project, what other things could we partner with you in your organization? You talked about a lot of other things in your presentation.
Yeah, I think, educational programming. We've got some just really great, active, motivated volunteers. And we've got a chapter structure in place that's really strong. It's just a matter of opportunities at this point.
That's the Swannanoa Valley?
Swannanoa Valley, that
That's your
chapter,
volunteer.
yes. And Ashley informed me about the Arbor Day Festival.
yeah, so it's the Land Care Festival and Arbor Day celebration
Yes.
in April 11th.
In
So,
April. And I did get confirmation, I'll send you an email, but I did get
Fantastic.
confirmation that the local chapter can be a part of that.
Fantastic.
So just things, even small things like that, where we can table at an event that you guys
sure.
might be involved in, but just having some opportunities for us to get the word out there, because we have a strong presence in Swannanoa and in Black Mountain, but we really would like to expand that range into Montreat and really cover the whole valley. And I know there's a lot of entities around here, and I'm still trying to navigate it myself.
We all are.
But, yeah. But
Wonderful.
I think there are some opportunities.
This is great.
Yeah. And how do you guys know Bill Seaman?
he's a local resident.
Okay, local resident.
My neighbor.
Your neighbor, all right.
And he's-
Because he seemed to know everybody. I always
Right.
like to know how everybody's all.
And he is a marine biologist, isn't he?
That's correct. Yes.
By
Yes.
Yep.
in his work on that whole, trying to coordinate people working on Flat Creek, I forget what he named his project, or the name of that project. But anyway, he's done a lot of trying to bring different entities together that are interested in Flat Creek, flora, fauna, So it's,
Okay.
And I
He
think
would
that
be a
would
good
and he
person
did
to
a
put on your
big
board.
presentation to the
To do
town
what?
on
He
it.
would be a good person for your board.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also just, and, I mean, Ashley, you've been great at this already, but just when there's ever, again, trying to navigate, like, who to contact, it's always really helpful to be able to reach out and say.
You can always contact me. And I also get all of the newsletters now.
Okay.
So Elizabeth and I spend a lot of time on we have a Facebook exchange group, which is about 3,000 members in the Montreat community. And then there's also the Montreat listserv, which is an email communication that goes out,
Okay.
which is, to me, the most effective because it's interesting because if the average age here is over 75, there are many people who don't even use a cell phone. And email is the primary method of communication. So the email system also is available. So when I get your stuff, I oftentimes will send that out.
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
it's just to
You
perpetuate
You
the,
came to a good place.
Yeah, that's
We
right.
definitely partner with you.
I appreciate that.
We'll
Thank
do our
you.
part, for sure, too.
all right. Any other questions for either side?
Just, I guess, I mean, it's kind of a broad question, but with the college in particular, it's like, how do you guys, or do you guys interact with them?
I can't speak to that, maybe,
Josh Holcomb is probably the best contact person, and we can put you in touch with him. He does a lot of student projects involving Flat Creek in particular,
Okay.
as well as trees. In fact, he actually has his own little tree farm. He used to have his own tree farm. And he's really your best contact at the college by far.
Okay.
And then Elizabeth, you and I were talking about that woman who's the volunteer coordinator
Yeah.
for the college.
Yeah.
We have a name and a number for someone, but I've never met this person,
I
so.
don't, yeah, I didn't know. And I was glad you flagged,
I'll give
reflagged
Josh's
that.
number and information to Ashley so she can get it to you.
Okay, that sounds good.
I need to meet him
appreciate
too,
that.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go knock on his door.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I would be in on
Good
that
option.
meeting too, because I'm great.
Okay.
wonderful.
I
Thank you so
appreciate it.
much.
And then, do we need to loop, like, would Jason Nance have input or anything into this, or? See, I mean, he knows the trails and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know all his background, but,
Yeah, I mean, I'll meet with him today, actually, so I was just made myself a note to chat with him about, like, just this general idea of what trees we might, what areas we might want to throw in the loop in case
Yeah.
it wants to be considered, so. Yeah, I mean, I could bring him up to speed on that.
okay, so, Jason, sorry, is the MRA, Montreat, naturalist, I guess is his title. I don't know what he is. He runs the nature
He's the
center.
wildlife
Nature-
of
Wildlife.
MRA.
I see, I see. Okay, okay, all right. All right, well, thank you guys, and
Thank you so
Ashley,
much.
I'll follow y'all's lead,
Looking
and,
forward to working with you.
Thank you,
look forward to
Lou.
working with you guys too. Thank you so much.
And
Thank you.
if you want to wait 5
So-
minutes, we might be done.
Tanner, did you want to speak?
No, I invited
Oh,
him to
you're
come
right.
here.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Lucas.
All right.
Thank you for that, no,
All
actually,
right.
I was
Okay.
looking, here
Thanks
it
for
is.
being here.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. Well, that was a great presentation.
Thank you.
Looking forward to the partnership. Okay, Tyler, anything on the inventory? Anything to report?
Barry, they got a list of trees to be taken down, that they'll start on it sometime after January.
Okay.
And start getting that, and that in-house FEMA work that they're doing will be done by then, and then start on the list of trees that needed to be taken out or taken down and stuff.
Okay. Did I read in the Montreat News that the town bought a new piece of machinery?
We're going to approve a loan to buy a new piece of machinery for Barry, yes.
Let's do with trees.
Replacing
The backup.
repairing a backhoe that just, they worked it to death. It's literally.
That's the one in front of the post office. It's been sitting there for a month and a half.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's the dead backhoe.
But it's-
Oh, okay. On the right side going up? Okay.
Yeah.
We need to give it a memorial service or something.
Okay, thank you.
Black Mountain Park.
Commissioner Blake, anything? you need?
Well, we have a meeting this Thursday. There's really nothing in particular that pertains to tree board, but certainly everyone's invited. We'd like you to attend, and if you can't attend in person, I think it'll be available on Zoom, so.
Thank you. Any questions for the commissioner? Okay. Barry emailed me this morning, he was not going to be able to make it today. He got caught away some classes that he has. Okay, any general announcements from any of the board members? Okay, all right. So our next meeting is Tuesday, January the 13th. Is that, yeah. second Tuesday. Okay, 9 a.m. And with that, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Right, just a reminder that there is, I think, a Christmas party at the post office this morning, a little bit later. If anybody does not know about it, the goodies are usually pretty good.
Oh, yeah, 10:30 to 12:30, I think
Yes.
is what it is. Until they-
Oh, and since it's tree board, with MRA, I was one of the volunteers to help do the MRA Christmas tree that's part of the Swananoa Valley Tree Alliance, and we ended up, it was Christmas and music and song, but we ended up focusing on the nature that's in Montreat, so that tree has hemlock cones and magnolia cones and pine cones and a lot of natural things, and once I get it, it'll also have a chestnut burr on it, but I haven't put it up yet. So that'll happen probably later this week, since I'm out of town for a couple days.
And when it's done, can we keep it?
All the ornaments?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah,
the
the
whole
ornaments.
setup would be really neat for us to have somewhere. I mean, if it's,
Yeah, and if nothing else, if the hemlock cones last through the thing, like the Arbor Day, we can give them
Right.
out as prizes or sell them for $3 or whatever, so. But anyway, it's a definite nod towards the nature that's in Montreat, so, since it relates to tree board.
I do have a question. What happened to the Christmas tree we had here 2 years ago? This big
That was
20-foot
donated.
tree. What happened to it?
Died.
It died. It just died and died quickly.
What causes something like that to die?
was it cut or was it a ball?
No water.
Oh, really? No, really?
It's the problem with planting trees, sometimes they don't make it.
Okay, that was quite a tree.
It was, and
a mature tree, wasn't it?
it was gone in a New York minute. It just died.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, well,
Beautiful tree.
Yeah, it was.
Wow. Okay. All right, a motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
Okay, second, Ashley. You got it. Okay, thank you all for coming. Good meeting. Thank you. Thank you, Luke.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And
Thank you,
Ashley,
Luke.
We'll
Thank
be
you,
in
guys.
touch with you.
Oh, yeah.
Make
Here's
us-
Josh's
and
number.
Thank you for the $10,000.
Yes, you're right. Where do I send the check?
We can
Let me see if I've got it on my cell phone. I may not.
What you have?
Amy does on hers, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Thanks, Ashley. All right.
No, this is awesome.
Hey, Tuna, you want the trees on the lot?
Oh, we're good. Thank you.
just pull a chair.
What's that?
So just pull the chair.
Okay.
My energy is like,
See you, Mason.
See you, Ed. All right.
You had a meeting.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Ashley. Thank you.
You want to Tennessee this week?
Actually, I'm going to New York City.
When?
I'm going tomorrow morning. We're leaving for the airport at 4:30. It's Amy's birthday on the 11th. I'm taking her there for her birthday.
Does she know or?
She knows.
I thought you were just gonna say pack your bag and we're leaving at 4:30 to go to the airport. You don't know where you're going.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be a surprise. I wouldn't get away with that. She would,
How long you guys going?
3 days just for the weekend. We'll be back Sunday night. So,
It's supposed to be warm up there?
I don't know. I haven't looked. We've been so busy. I was up in, here's the chairperson for, here's Joshua Holbrook. I said Holbrook. So here's his. He's the guy.
828.
That's on mine. Just write his name down.
Are you staying in New York or are you gonna stay in New Jersey and then take the
We're going
train?
to stay in New York. We got this deal. I got a deal. I turned all my credit card receipts for points that
Oh.
I've saved for 2 years and got a hotel right. It's just 2 blocks from Rockefeller Center. It's I'm doing really good with this trip. I'm making a lot of points with it.
So you're avoiding the divorce paper.
Yes.
There's gonna be a lot of,
And maybe you'll see the next cowboy playing out
I
there.
guess, a start.
You ever seen him? He was wearing underwear and that, he cowboy boots.
Really?
He played his guitar.
Okay, well, I'll have to tell her to look for him.
There's not enough space in the Black Creek Crossing area.
I was gonna say, they put a bunch of trees across the street from the barn going up Grayview.
You know, and so it's all kind of contiguous, easy to advertise.
And all that property area.
And then next year's 10,000.
And then further up, she went past the.
Well, I mean, that's something we don't like to just do one thing and then just like pack our stuff up and leave, so that's certainly an option for a good stay.
Some of that area up there, that they got some landslides, I think you could pick over.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Every resident tree that has to be.
Right, right. And that is,
Thank you again.
oh, thank you, yeah, good deal.
Thank you for reminding me.
Absolutely.
And that is so much more than just like inviting people to meetings. Actual project where you're getting like that, involved and excited.
Okay, well, we can get, where's the Joshua? I'm actually that person today.
Check on that, check out. Thank you for mentioning that they have their Arbor Day thing, because I guess the last town meeting, I don't know, for sure it wasn't that way. Spots,
No, I didn't know about that meeting, so, I tried to attend them because you never know what's gonna happen. And I tried to go land here, but I was out of town, so, January 14th, I'll be here, so, yeah, good, but I don't kind of want to do that stuff.
yes, trees are.
Yeah.
That's October. More
The
of that fall.
Hemlock Restoration, which they've done a lot of work now, and they've worked with colleagues also and things like that, but you can treat from October to April, late March, yeah.
You really want to the trees are, you know,
Actively growing.
right now they're like, okay, it's cold, we're just gonna hibernate a little bit, right? And it's, I mean, you can do it during this winter time, it's about biology and things like that. And what the insect is doing right now, and they will actually get the product. Versus the summer, they're running around the tree, so they're not sucking anything up. So it's not gonna go. So, and then the beetles are on the ground in the summer, we don't want the product on the beetles.
Gotcha. That's my line, yeah.
There are definitely, yeah, there's definitely specific time you can operate.
They're a great organization.
Okay, so we're gonna get in touch with Josh. I know I sent you an email with all your coordinator name.
Oh, yes.
So she. They're part of the Metro Care community, which is, so the town, which is the town, basically, he's from the commission, and the whole commission there, right? Then they have this group called Land Care Committee, which is supposed to be all representation of all the groups, and it's supposed to be for those volunteer related activities. And then they have this tree board in Cambridge City.
Right.
And so, but a lot of our stuff also over, and so it's a little,
Okay.
so there's supposed to be a college representative on the committee, but I don't believe that, so, I don't think.
No, and I don't, it's a very small community, but there seem to be circles of people that overlap in certain ways, and in other ways don't overlap. I've only been here a little over a year, and we've come here for years, but I haven't lived here in a little over a year. So,
Yeah, it's always interesting to go to new places and just like figure out how things get done and who overlaps and what, where things move and where things don't move.
I've been working with the education community, like, you know, having tournaments with the school board and the superintendent. You walk into the community, it's like, okay, your goals and the superintendent, you're going to this, oh, but where you are, like, it's different in every county, and so it's, like, I imagine you see the same thing.
Right, you gotta like feel it out and just find a way to, step in where
existed, that actually owns a piece of property, but they kind of run in their own little.
That's the thing I don't want to do. I don't want to like.
You're
it's like
fine.
I don't want to clock with pipes or anything.
So you're not, these are college people that were going to judge if you were right there.
Okay.
That's chicken scratch this fast.
I can read it.
Anyway,
Yeah, so we'll get in touch with them, and then I think the library cost is pretty super expensive.
Okay.
I thought this, I really
And so explain that dynamic to me again.
So in this space right here, there's the common area, which is meant for people that are ashes, and that is a sort of a prayer place. Next to it, there was a low-lying creek with a bridge, and it was, like, I used to remember dogs, and it was a dog swimming in, right? Like, it was very low-level creek, it was almost drivable to cross if you had to go through it. When the hurricane came through, that space just got up, the bridge is gone, the space is deeper, it's really changed the creek bed and the location. So what they were planning on doing was building someone in a wheelchair could literally, pull into the parking area, get out, have accessibility to the creek and to the other side, and there's going to be nothing trapped.
they had a native plant garden started back there too, with some gardening, some trails on the far side, with some plantings, and people have been taking care of it. Yeah, crossing right now might be changed.
So-
I think the 6x6 got washed away. We put a 6x6 across, there was a 6x6 that was between two, a piece of board, 12-foot long, I guess maybe it's 2x12, I don't know, that had washed down from somewhere else, and so we balanced it on two rocks, and so as long as you were willing to walk across.
To be insane, right?
So that was not
No risk in the town
successful.
here, don't worry about that.
So that's gone now, but anyway, so even that one's kind of gone, but you can cross by the maintenance shed. But there's space on this side of the creek and on that side of the creek.
Okay.
Yeah, just go walk.
I've been over there. I went with, I'm actually on Marcus Sloan.
Yeah.
I walked down to Marcus Sloan and walked like probably
But, what's the color behind this? Who's the one? That's MRA's land, so that's why Martha would have taken it there.
Yes.
And it probably lost some stuff,
It
didn't it?
just looks, I mean, they've already redone the path and everything, so.
Yeah. The column area looks fine, kind of, there's just a pallet space.
Yeah, I think what I'm thinking of, if we find a bunch of sites, I'm just thinking about like, we had like 10 sites that were potentially how to narrow it down to one or two.
So I think if you want sites up and down Flat Creek, then I would start with Bill and a map and maybe, Ashley or us, because who's, MRA, I'm sure would love for anybody to plant trees on Mill Island. I think the town would probably welcome it too. I don't think it's just a matter of digging it up, what, and there's some places where it's town land, like MRA.
When I mentioned it to Sarah, he said, actually, thank you for just doing that, seeing that, just one trees. Yes, because apparently that happens. Yeah, so.
Never really planned.